I grew these huge tomatoes from seed. Here's how. You could just crush a cherry tomato into the soil like this, and yes, that works, but store-bought seeds are way more reliable. So this time I'm growing multiple varieties, different tomatoes and some jalapeno chilies. I press a small hole into each cell and label everyone. Otherwise, chaos. For substrate, I went with a fine seed starting mix, light, airy, and well-draining. Heavy soil suffocates young roots before they even get going. Now the seeds. 1 or 2 per cell, pressed in just a few millimeters deep, then covered with a thin layer of substrate. Tomato and chili seeds need contact with the soil, not depth. For the first few days, nothing, just labels and soil. Then the time-lapse starts to pay off. Small green points appear, push up, and unfold into the first real leaves. Meanwhile, the peppers are doing their own thing, and they take their time. Way more patience than tomatoes. They love warmth and light and hate sitting in wet soil. Especially warmth. Even a slightly cool windowsill can stall them for weeks. So they sat under a grow light for most of the day, watered only when the soil felt dry. Once they get taller than their little plastic pots and the tomatoes are getting restless too, it's time to give them all some real space outside. The tomato goes in deep right up to the lowest leaves. It'll grow new roots all along the buried stem. A small ring of soil around the base catches every drop and sends it straight to the roots. Then a slow, deep soak. Out in the real soil with real sun and real weather, they take off. Within weeks, everything is twice the size it was indoors. Leaves multiply, stems thicken, side shoots appear everywhere. The whole bed slowly turns into a wall of green. Reaching past my knees, then past my waist, the plants start leaning under their own weight. Time to build a support. Nothing fancy, just a wooden frame and twine, one line for each plant. Then I wrap each string around the stem, spiraling upward. Gentle but firm. Now every plant has its own climbing line. No cages, no stakes, just twine. While I'm at it, the side shoots get pinched off. More energy for the fruit, then a deep, slow soak. And that's it for now. They take it from here. With the strings in place, the plants don't slow down, like they keep climbing. The canopy thickens, the stems turn woody, and then, tucked somewhere in all that green, the first hint of something new. Flowers. Small, yellow, scattered across the green. And almost as soon as they appear, the petals drop, and a tiny green ball takes their place. No bigger than a pea, but unmistakably a tomato. Now they just keep coming. Day by day, the green balls swell into proper tomatoes. Round, heavy, weighing the vines down. Some clusters fill in faster than others. Different varieties grow at different speeds, in different shapes, and different sizes. And then comes the moment you've been waiting for. Color. It starts with one. A faint hint of yellow on a single fruit, almost shy at first. Then orange. Then deep, glossy red. And once one turns, the rest follow. One cluster at a time, the whole row begins to glow. The bed that started as labels and soil is now heavy with color. After months of waiting, they're finally ready to pick. And that's how those huge tomatoes happened. Are you interested in more tutorials? What should I turn into a tutorial next?